This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. So, before we jump into another premiere draft for Kaldheim, I want to remind everyone that Card Kingdom sponsors my content. You can visit their store by clicking on the referral link in the description below on YouTube or the logo below on Twitch, so check them out. Okay, well, pretty easy first pick of Alrund's Epiphany. It's a time walk effect that makes bird tokens. That's pretty good. What would I take here if we didn't have a pretty amazing mythic rare? Probably Bergstrider. It might just be blue's best common, and maybe I'm saying that because I'm always obsessed with this kind of creature, you know, ghostlit stalkers and the like. But yeah, I think we take the Epiphany. It's quite strong. You know, time walks are good. This format's slow enough that getting the mana to play it, I mean, it also has Foretell, but getting the mana to play it isn't that hard. Man, this pack is much less good. Good lord. Like, there's fine things in this pack. You know, like Elven Bow, and there's some fixing. We probably just... I'm kind of considering just grabbing a snow-covered forest. No, I wouldn't take Usher. I'd like the Usher, but I think the Bergstrider's better. So, yeah, I mean, there's not anything in this pack that's that good. Raven form has been super underwhelming. I think usually if you kind of feel like it's worth shrugging at a pack, you should probably take a Snowland out of it. And that's pretty much how I feel here, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so Arcanist is good if you can set it up, obviously enough. I think we probably take the Pack Mate here. It's a really good, you know, one of the best commons in the set. Certainly Green's best common. You know, another Usher. I do like Arcanists, but yeah, I think we take Pack Mate here. Makes our snow-covered forest make a little more sense too, you know. I either want Masked Vandal or Icehide Troll here, I think. Don't love either of these. They're both fine, but I think the Troll... Like, Troll in the late game is a real problem because of its ability. And Masked Vandal is, you know, something you basically always want one of. I think the pick is pretty good in an aggro deck. I think we'll take the Troll here. Okay, so... Okay, so Glimpse of Cosmos is really good. We don't currently have any giants, but if we're playing blue, we might get some. Ravenous Lindworm is a surprisingly good late game play. Horizon Seeker gives us some fixing. God, I think it's probably the Lindworm. This format is weird in that I don't think this card would be that high of a pick most of the time, but in this format, it seems to carry a lot of weight. We could consider Snow-Covered Island, especially because we took a Troll, but I think we'd probably take Lindworm. I do like Glimpse. And I could, maybe it's just what we should pick here. We'll end up with like 3 or 4 giants without even trying, I would think. But I think I like the Lindworm. As far as, you know, late game play, it's pretty great for a common especially. Okay, so blue isn't looking super open, which is annoying. The good news is, oh, never mind. I thought this had a single colored Foretell. It does not. So I think I like Struggle for Skemfar a little more than Arnie Slays the Troll. It's a nice removal spell. It's not a whole lot more than that. I wish I could splash out its Epiphany, and we might be able to. If we end up in a crazy snow deck, it's not impossible. But yeah. Okay, so here's some fixing, but there's also a Snow Forest. I think we'd probably just take it over Horizon Seeker. Seeker's fine, but, you know, Saw It Coming's not bad either. And it is the only blue card in this pack, but, you know, it's not... It's not so good that I want to try to cut it, especially because blue has seemed so non-existent in most of this pack that I don't think me cutting it is going to be the right play in the long run. Yeah, we'll grab another snow-covered forest. It's kind of weird to me that they, you know, I get that they have different art, but, like, why are they separate, you know? I don't like it. Just tell me there's 2 of them. Okay, so reasonable blue card here, but there's a better green card in Guardian Gladewalker, which I think we take. This would have counted as a giant if we picked up Glimpse the Cosmos, but, you know. Well, Depart the Realm's not bad. I'm happy to take it here. I think it's a little better than an off-color Snowland. Yeah, I mean, I think Draugr Thought Thief's all right. I think we kind of hope we're not playing it. Well, pick came back. Funeral Longboat's not bad either. These are both pretty reasonable little cards. They're not great, either of them. I think I like the pick a little more than the Longboat. So we'll take the Sentinel here. I kind of doubt we play it. It's pretty terrible fixing-wise. You know, it's just... This is the kind of card that, you know, the first time we saw this card, it was like a Dryad horror in like another set, in one of the Battle for Zendikar block sets, and it seemed like it was going to be pretty all right, but it just really wasn't. And yeah, it doesn't hurt that the pick gives us some splash. I mean, you know, that's for sure. I was a little surprised to see the late Depart the Realm. Less surprised about the late Thought Thief. Just seemed like everyone was going after the blue. If we're base green, you know, splashing stuff is pretty easy in this set. So I think I like Harbinger a little more than Mists of Lit Tiara. I don't love either of them. I think you cut both of them like about half the time, but they're both playable. You know, it's not like complete garbage. We'll take a Broken Wings. I mean, I think 1 makes the cut a decent chunk of the time. You'd rather have Manic Vandal, but it does all right. So we're definitely not locked in on a second color, and that's something to keep in mind as we move forward with this draft. Because, you know, yeah, I mean, we could end up in a lot of different places. Do we have multiples of any spells right now? No. So I don't think we want the Arcanist. Arnie Broken Brow is good, but not so good that you like deviate from whatever colors you're already in. So I think we're either looking at Woodland Chasm or another struggle for Skemfar. I'd probably grab another struggle. Then if this wheels, we might actually take it. I think it's a little better than the Snowland in this case. Okay, so this is a Snowland pack, though, if I've ever seen one. And I think we probably take the Veil. It helps us splash whatever we want. You know, we have reasonable playables here, but nothing especially good. You know, Dream Devourer is good, but not good enough, again, to sort of deviate from our main plan. So we'll just take Shimmerger Fail here. Gives us fixing in case, you know, we splash something, which is likely. So this is really good. Unfortunately, we're not in either of its colors. If we were, I think I'd be all over it, but we're not. And I think this might just be another Snowland. Probably is. You know, Run Ashore is okay. Strategic Planning is... I don't think I'm ever going to play it. Yeah, so I think we just grab the Run Ashore here. This has been a pretty big disappointment. I called it a poor man's The Eldest Reborn, but it's like a completely broke man's Eldest Reborn, I think. It's just harder to make work than the Eldest Reborn ever was. So far, our only snow payoff is actually this Troll. I mean, we're likely to get more given our color pair, but I think we just grab another snow-covered forest here, too. These are both fine, but not great, so I think we just grab another one. So we're going to be doing well should we find the other snow payoffs. We just don't have them yet. No, I didn't want the bow there. I mean, the bow's fine, but given our color pair, I think we need to value Snowlands pretty highly. Okay, so we've got 2 struggle for Skemfars already. I think we probably grab the Arcanist here. If we pick up another multiple, it'll be easy to play. Yeah, so I think we take it here over Glacial Floodplain. Okay, well here is an interesting pack. Sculptor of Winter is really good at helping us ramp, but we also have Bind the Monster and Augury Raven. I think given what we're doing snow-wise, we probably want the Sculptor. Pack one, pick one. I probably would take the Augury Raven over the Sculptor, but probably not Bind the Monster. So yeah, we'll take the Sculptor here. Juice Man, I actually mentioned that earlier, that it's annoying that the snow lands take up these slots. I mean, it's not a big thing, obviously. Oh, nice. So we're getting back-to-back snow payoffs, finally getting paid off for the snow that we've picked up. So yeah, we grab another Sculptor. Yeah, we could use some of the more... I mean, you know, Sculptor of Winter is good, but some of the more powerful snow payoffs are kind of what we're looking for, and that is not what Frostpeak Yeti is. Might still be what I take here. It might even just be worth taking an off-color Snowland, but, you know, we could Splash Squash, but we don't exactly... I think we have 2 Giants, Guardian Gladewalker and Frostpire Arcanist. We could pick up more, and I don't really see myself playing the Yeti, so I think I actually am going to take the Squash here. We'll see where that goes. We don't have any runes. We'll probably grab our 1 Run Ashore, which I think is a reasonable inclusion in most decks. So, don't think we really want to splash that or this. We'll just grab a Disdainful Stroke. I don't like that Giant Rogue. I mean, it's fine, but it's not as... I like Run Ashore more. Okay, well, we're just going to cut blue here. I don't really want to run any of these other things. This is... Yeah, no. We'll just take Strategic Planning. Mammoth Growth isn't completely out of the question of getting played. Yeah. So far... Ooh, well, there's something worth splashing, for sure. What else do we have here? So a 3rd struggle would be good news for our Frostpire Arcanist. But yeah, Narfi's really good. We have a reasonable amount of snow stuff already, so I think it's probably where we go here. Struggle is the next on our list. But yeah, we take Narfi and Splash Black, which I think we can do already. We would definitely like some more help splashing, but we can get by with it right now anyway. So we'll grab Narfi there. Okay, so... Do I want an Ice Hide Troll? I guess I probably do. Narfi likes Ice Hide Troll. We could take Arctic Tree Line as well. But I think I'm good with the Troll here. I think it's going to be pretty good in our deck. We definitely want more Snowlands if we can help it, but we're doing all right on them. Okay, Ice Tunnel is great news for us. It's a little annoying binding the Old Gods is here too, but I wouldn't be able to splash both Narfi and binding the Old Gods right now off of our mana anyway, so it's not as big of a loss, you know, to take Ice Tunnel over it. You know, Ice Tunnel makes all our snow cards better, and makes it easier to play Narfi. So I think that's where we go. The binding is tempting, but I think we take Ice Tunnel. Okay. What's our curve looking like? It's all right. Do we want an Augury Raven more than a Lindworm is basically what we're looking at here. It is just a black splash either way, but you're increasing your chances of drawing a card that costs black mana that you can't play by playing a second one. Yeah, it's either the... I think maybe we do want another Lindworm more than the Augury Raven. So this is a zombie, which Narfi likes. It's not great apart from that. Elderleaf Mentor is probably the better card. Yeah, I think we probably still take the Mentor there. Okay, I think we probably grab Snow-Covered Island. So this is all right, but it hasn't been that impressive. I'd rather take a Snow-Covered Island over it. Elven Bow's not bad either, but we're going to take another Snowland here. So, do we have enough? I don't feel like we have enough fixing to splash the Priest, but it would be reasonable in our deck. It's kind of sad, though. Yeah, I mean, we'd probably just take Rune of Flight here. Maybe we take Elven Bow, finally. Nah, I think we take Rune of Flight. Okay, so we don't have... Unfortunately, we only have the one set of duplicates for spells. So another Frostpire Arcanist isn't great. This isn't going to be easy to make work either. But maybe it is just what we take. It's more likely that we can make it work than some other things. So let's take Mists of Lityara here. I haven't been that impressed by the bow, personally. I mean, I think it's fine. But I don't think it's... I think it's about as good as the Rune is, which is to say, decent, you know. We did pass a lot of bows, that's for sure. Yeah, the port, I mean, we're probably just going to end up playing it. We're going to have 3 sources of black in our deck, and that's probably enough, I guess. So I'm a little sad. We're probably not going to be able to play this. We're not going to be able to reduce its cost, and we don't have enough duplicates. So we're gonna. I do love that Arcanist when you can play it, but well, we'll grab a zombie. And we'll grab an Undersea Invader. When you have 2... I'll grab another zombie. When you have 2 Lindworms, you probably don't play Undersea Invader. Especially when you have 0 giant payoffs. So... Yeah, so Undersea Invader is probably what we cut. We have some thinking to do here, whether... any of these cards are things we want to run more. I think the answer is probably no. I think we do run the 1 Broken Wings. Yeah, I mean, I think this is our deck. 1 Swamp is probably right. Yeah. I don't love these guys, but I guess with Narfi, they're a little bit better. And they're not terrible. I mean, they're just also not, you know, that good. So, you know. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, I think it still misses enough that I don't love Disdainful Stroke. It probably could have made the cut in this deck, but, I mean, I could consider cutting, like, Run Ashore for something like it. Mammoth Growth is not great in this deck. So, yeah, I think we probably want... either the Mists or the Stroke. I'm kind of leaning towards Stroke a little bit. Yeah. I think I like it a little more than Mists in this deck. Okay. Alright, so I think this is our deck. I'll be right back, and then we'll play... the games. All right. I think, funnily enough, this is probably our worst deck of the day. Obviously, our first one went 7-1, so and it was crazy good. Second one was pretty good, and we had not the best luck ever. I think we can keep this. It is kind of annoying. All the snow mana we have, we don't have any of it, but you know, we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and maybe a way to interact. Hey, snow mana. I probably still play out the Sculptor here. She can untap her Ice Tunnel next turn. I don't think it's a bad deck, but yeah, I mean, it's not the most synergistic one ever either. I'm sure, I mean, you know, chances are it'll do better than 0-3 just because 0-3 is not the most common of records. Okay, so I think we attack with the Sculptor here. I'm down with the trade for sure. And then I can play the Troll, which can block it pretty well. I think we ended up with 7 Snowlands. Ooh. I mean, I definitely trade my Troll if they attack here. We can Broken Wings for some nasty value if we hold off, but it's probably not worth it. Yeah, Tunnel plus Troll would mean we did 2 less damage, but maybe it would have been worth it, because then we would have had a Snowland. Yeah, so we definitely block here. And we can blow up that pick later. It's kind of funny that we drew our pick. Well. So we've got 5 mana here. 6, actually. Could just use Run Ashore. Probably not worth it, though. So I think we tap this, because we can untap it later if we want to. And then we play our Thought Thief. And I think we'll look at their deck. Let's put it in their graveyard. And yeah, we just end our turn. And we still have Broken Wings up if we decide it's worth doing. Thank you for the follow, Scott Bird Twitch. Arvid'd be pretty good right now. Pump both of these. In red-green, it's unlikely we'll ever have a flyer to target. So we probably definitely want to go after the pick if we can. Yeah, it's just a question of when I want to do it. I think I'm going to do it now. Yeah. I think Mentor is probably the better play here than the Rune. Yeah. Mentor it is. End our turn. Well, now they're going to give Fearless Liberator flying. They won't be able to make a token this turn at least, so we have that at our saving grace, I guess. And then we could play our own Rune of Flight to at least impede the air. We could also run ashore this at some point to get the block that we want. Okay, well, we definitely foretell this. Let's first put Rune of Flight on something, I guess. I guess probably Sculptor of Winter makes the most sense, although needing to tap it for mana, maybe not so much. Yeah, let's put it on the Draugr. Nice. More snow mana is always good. Also means next turn we can play Alrund's Epiphany. If I put it there, I could have kept... yeah, putting it on the pickaxe was better. Yeah, I was just about to say that. You were all correct. Putting it on the pickaxe would have been a lot better. Alas, a mistake has been made. So we'll end our turn here. Even Alrund's Epiphany is not going to be like amazing here, unfortunately. Wonder if they have a trick here. I mean, these decks, the decks that look like this often run amok. I think just letting it hit me is not ideal. I think we're going to go ahead and block. The reason I don't really want to let it hit me is because they can keep boasting. Let's make them use run amok here if they have it, yeah. We don't want them to do that more than once. Yeah, putting it on the pickaxe would have been so much better, though. So much better. Alright, so let's Epiphany here. We don't have any good attacks, so we won't be taking any. Okay, so I think we attack with both the birds. We're probably going to end up using Run Ashore to mess them up with their wings this turn. I think that's my plan anyway. Place No Covered Island. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they put it on something I can just block and kill on the ground. Yeah, free treasure probably would have been worth it. I don't know that... It probably won't come up, but there was no reason not to do it. Because we still could have left up run ashore. Although, this wouldn't be a 3-3. So, that kind of matters here. Putting this, yeah, missing out on putting it on the pickaxe was a dumb move. It would have made a world of difference in this game. I mean, it's not like we're dead or anything, but we'd be in better shape. We could have gotten in for some free damage pretty easily. I think I just take 3 here. I mean... I think they're afraid of run ashore, but they can't really afford to play around it forever. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Maybe I just run ashore now. Get rid of a 2/1 token and Axe Guard Cavalry. That seems alright. We'll put this in their library, and we'll return that to their hand. Well, we're both in top deck mode now, and they're going to redraw their Axe Guard Cavalry. I don't think I would say I'm tilting on the rune placement. I'm frustrated about it, but tilt seems like a strong word. Yeah, that's not what we were hoping for there. I'll tell you that. So, yeah, I mean, I think I'm fine with this trade. Although, I guess we could just keep racing. Letting them draw lands is annoying. Yeah, I should be moving the pickaxe. Good call. Good call. We're just going to let this hit me, but you're right. I could be getting in for an additional damage. And we've missed out on 2 damage. Man, that's... Okay. Well... I think I'm actually going to put it on the Mentor here. And attack with the Mentor. Leave back the birds. Yeah, they have to block it with a couple tokens. Why? Because they had to double block, and I think thinning out their board is pretty relevant. Okay. I'm pretty okay with this block. Actually, I guess I'd rather go for the Horizon Seeker. It's more... Yeah. Alright. See if they have run amok to wreck us here. I think there's a good chance they do. Yeah. Well, it's not a complete wreck. I mean, they can only use it on one thing, after all. Now, we do take a huge amount of trample damage, which is less than ideal, but... Oh my goodness. I may have made some ill-advised plays in this game, but the lands we've drawn have not been good. Luckily, there's not really a board prompt in red-green, so I wasn't that worried about one. But yeah, I think we're dead now. Well, this card always, you know, when it shows up, it makes a difference. They can still hit us in the air plenty hard, but, you know. Ooh, that's pretty good. Not as good as I'd like, maybe, but it does make a difference. Let's foretell it, just to make them concerned. Yeah, I mean, if I had a little bit more life, I could attack here, but I don't. So I have to leave the blocker back. Oh, good. Does that mean we're dead? I think that might mean we're dead. And we're dead. Definitely felt like our worst deck of the day. You know, unlike our second deck, which went 0-3 despite being a pretty reasonable one. This one isn't in that same same bracket, I don't think. Yeah, we needed to top deck back-to-back worms to really have any sort of chance there. Alright, this is a pretty good hand. We remembered to leave in the black-blue land, didn't we? Because that'll be pretty nice with a worm at some point. So, we're going to get hit early here. Well, is it better now to play the Harbinger? Probably not. It's probably still better to do this. Yeah, so play Packmate here. There's Narfi. We don't have our black mana yet, but we do have two Thought Thieves and a Harbinger in our hand. Hey, that's convenient. Try to decide if I want to play Harbinger here and then foretell Depart the Realm, or just leave up mana for Depart the Realm. I guess leaving up mana for Depart the Realm makes more sense. That way, yeah. I think that's a good move here, tempo-wise. Then next turn we could play Narfi. So we're going to block here. And if they put mana into it, we bounce it. Yeah. Then we play Narfi here. Yeah, I think we go ahead and end the turn. Make them have things. Only got one snow mana right now, so if they kill Narfi, we're not getting him back right away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana. That means we can struggle and Thought Thief. Yeah. So have that for blue. Struggle for Skemfar. Then play Thought Thief. Do we want to improve our own draw or theirs? They did just scry, so we'll let you have that. I guess it's usually probably better to do it to yourself, if only because you know what you need and you don't really know what your opponent needs. But that's not good. That is, though. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can go for it here. All right, so I think we probably attack with both of these. Yeah. Leave Narfi back. Actually, I guess there's no reason to attack with Harbinger. We'll just attack with the Thief. Yeah, and we're very happy to kill both of these, I think. And then we follow it up with Alrund's Epiphany. Yeah, that was nasty. So now we attack with everything, I think. Again, I guess they just blocked the Harbinger, so we'll leave it back. Run ashore will be good. Trying to decide if I should use it now. Probably not. I think we just play another Thought Thief. And we're going to use its ability on ourselves, because we know what we want, and that's not it. Okay. 5, 7, 8, 9. So if I bounce Agar, I could just win the game, but it's like a question of, with the amount of mana they have up, it's probably not the smart approach. I think we just attack with everything here. Including our Harbinger. Why not? Yeah. And we can run ashore if they try to do something nasty. Okay, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so sure. What if they have the giant that bounces everything? Oh my god. No, they don't. Good. It's just an undersea invader. That would have been some bad news. Okay. Well, that's not good. I guess we bounce our own Narfi to our hand? God, I can't believe it. Can't believe how this is going. Alright. So, I think I put Packmate on top of my library and Narfi into my hand. Yeah. Yeah, going wide seems good when they're at 1. So we're in trouble here. I mean, they are at 1, so we have that going for us, but this is about to make them draw some cards off of... yeah. I wonder if I should have bounced that removal spell that was on my Packmate earlier. Kind of feels like I should have. Right, so they have to play 2 blockers. This comes into play tap, so he can't be one of them. Do we still get there? Nope. Not quite. Hey, that'll be good. Well. Oh, thank God. I was starting to get real scared, but it looks like we'll be okay. We also have the reanimation thing going on, but, you know. Got there. That's why I mostly avoid constructed Perdicasts. I think formats, constructed formats, have a tendency to get stale in a hurry. Given how long this is taking, we'll probably end up having to finish it tomorrow, this draft. Thank you for the follow, 5-color. Huh. I mean, I think this hand's keepable. The Thought Thief can help us find a forest. And we're on the draw, so I'm okay with it. And we drew one anyway. Hey, we got a bunch of snow up front this time, which will be good news overall, I think. So I think I'm actually going to play out a creature here. Rather than foretell something. Yeah. not great. The only good news is we can use Depart the Realm to make the rune fall off, at least, if we want. Yeah. I think we play Thought Thief here and target ourselves. I think we're good with putting that in the graveyard. Nice. Those do get a little worse in multiples. Repopulating our board like that was pretty sweet. Well, well, well. Okay, so let's attack with both. Let's play our Thought Thief and target ourselves. Yeah, we're not going to have double black anytime soon, so I think we go graveyard there. I think we just leave mana up for Depart the Realm here instead of Rune of Flight. We'll probably use the rune to give us lethal. I guess that would have been a 6th land, but it was a tap land, so... Maybe I should have left it, though, for our Lindworm. Alright. Yeah, that's true. Bouncing the rune would have been better. Definitely wasn't very necessary in that game. Alright, so probably have time for one more game. We've at least averted the 0-3, which again is funny because I think our 0-3 deck today was better than this one, but you know, we've had a variance go our way a little bit. So yeah, this will be our last game. We'll finish this draft tomorrow because I stream again tomorrow, same time. Starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. I do want to plug my history YouTube channel one last time before the stream ends. It's called Need to Hone History. If you want to hear me talk about something other than Magic, check it out. There's already several videos up. This week is about chess in the Middle Ages, so check it out. This is a solid hand. You know, getting Alrund's Epiphany is always good. I also have a YouTube channel if you're watching on Twitch and don't know that. I feel like most people who watch me on Twitch come here from the YouTube channel, but who knows? Yeah, so we'll play our port here. Okay, this time we'll remember to put the rune on the pick. Maybe. We can do it next turn, so... Alright, we're gonna Thought Thief ourselves. I kind of think we'd rather... We do actually have the Reanimation and Gold Vein pick, so getting it back is not super unlikely. So yeah, I think we'll just graveyard it. We'd rather draw some lands so we can get to our Epiphany. But yeah, if we can go pick, put the rune on the pick, attack, we're going to be pretty happy. And that looks like that's what we'll get to do this turn. We could just Broken Wings this thing, but I think while they're tapped out, we'd rather do this whole thing here. Oh, I can't equip it yet. I still think we do it, but yeah, we can't equip it this turn. I was kind of thinking we could. So let's Rune of Flight, Gold Vein pick. Okay, getting all the expensive cards. So next turn, maybe we Broken Wings this and equip the pick. Hello, AMBRs. Glad that you know, Black Green Elves is fun. Okay. It's a little disconcerting that they didn't equip that, I think. Makes me think they've got something going on over there, but let's find out. And they do. Yeah, that's annoying. I've already done that before, King Ouch, including about this set. So yeah, I do crossovers sometimes. So, do I just want to play my Harbinger here? I mean, they're probably equipping the sword this turn, I guess. But yeah, I think Harbinger, equip it. Seems reasonable enough. It also means we can play our Epiphany next turn. So, you know, that matters. Interesting. They've definitely got something. I mean, there's no way they don't, given what they're doing. But I think I can afford to block here. See what they do about it. Yeah. Okay, so I think we definitely Epiphany here. Yeah. And then, look guys, I'm going to remember to do it. Aren't you guys proud? We're going to attack with both of them. Play Ice Tunnel. So that means next turn we can actually use our port to reanimate something. And we also have mana up for Run Ashore. Probably only going to use Broken Wings, but we could use Run Ashore for what that's worth. Yeah, it might just be better to blow up the sword than it is to blow up the Courser. I think we have to see. But yeah, I've done flavor things. I did it on Eldraine. I mean, I didn't have the other YouTube channel yet, but I utilized my PhD in history in other videos to talk about flavor. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Broken Wings here. And use it on Starnheim Courser. So this one can be used at instant speed, but the creature comes back tapped. So, worth remembering that. And we have the worm to get back, because it's definitely what we get back. Kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, that's not good either. But so I guess it's Run Ashore time here. So, kind of thinking about blocking. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of a token entirely because they're going to get a duplicate. And, yeah, put the Valkyrie there and then get rid of a token. All they're left with is Boreal Outrider. They have 1 white mana. I don't think they can do anything. Let's hope. I didn't really want to bounce this or this because they can get more value out of them if I do. They may block here. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, giving this flying is definitely what we're doing next turn. I should have done it this turn, but they took it anyway, so... so it all worked out. I guess I could have moved it there, too. I'm not very good with this pickaxe, I think we could say. I've screwed it up several times already. Thank you for the follow, Dr. Cheese. So you're gonna play what? You're that? Yep. Oh no! Oh, they didn't have a creature to exile. Thank you, Lord. If that was the plan, they should have blocked with their Outrider for sure. So yeah, now I just give this flying and attack with all of them, I think. They can't kill me on the backswing, and they have to block with the Valkyrie. Well, they get pretty close to killing us on the backswing, now that I'm looking at it. Oh, this is a really good draw. Just to get any body there was really good. So they can swing back at me for 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, plus Valkyrie's sword. That's not good. Maybe I'd be a little more cautious. Yeah, I think we force the block here. Leave the birds behind. Play Narfi. And in the turn. Alright, we got there. Even though I keep screwing up my pick. We didn't get any of, like, the insane snow payoffs is mainly what keeps our deck from being, like, really good. I mean, Narfi's pretty good, but it's not that good, you know? Like, he is in the right deck, I guess. But we don't really have a deck that really abuses him. Alright, this is a pretty good hand. Probably just lead with Sculptor of Winter when one has snow mana around. Even though right now we can't actually do anything with it on turn 3, but I still think that's probably where we go. I'm not really planning on practicing Sealed before the Arena Open. I'm probably just going to wing it if I do it. And I probably will. I don't know why I wouldn't. So yeah. Well, we're going to have all the mana ever. It'd be nice to draw like a Lindworm right about now, because then we'd be in some business. Thank you for the resub. 3 good, 5 you. So we'll play this island. This might get frostbit. Looks likely. These eat frostbites a lot. Yeah. So, I still think we probably play out the other Sculptor this turn. And say, can you kill this one too? To which they might say, yeah. Yeah, we can. Looks like that one's gonna live. If I had both in play, I'd be able to do some real silly stuff right here. It's unfortunate for me that I don't. So I probably just kill this outright here before it ever gets indestructible. Now, they don't have any snow mana yet, but it's just so likely that they get it. I mean, that's the plan of their deck, clearly. So I think I'm just gonna deal with this problem. And then attack them. I guess they made a mistake there. Okay. Well, either way, I'm attacking with Sculptor Winter here. Then I think we just play out Serolf's Packmate the old-fashioned way. I guess I could play Draugr Thought Thief and then Packmate next turn. Is that actually better? Might just be better. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. So, play the Draugr Thought Thief here. Look at the top card of our library. We've got single black right now. We have the ability to get double black, but it's not, like, ultra likely. We need to get our pick, basically. I mean, we have used this in this draft, but I think we probably just put this in the graveyard, though. And then we foretell... Yeah, I mean, that card's nice and all, but... You know, there's probably like a 15% chance we can use it this game, and that's probably not high enough for me. Well, that's annoying that sort of just brick walls us. Let's see what our Packmate can do for us here. Ooh. So we have a free attack with our Sculptor that I think we just take. If they block, you know. Yeah. Look at them. They have Wooburg mana, all basic lands. It's pretty weird. Hey, there's a snow land. Well, I'm extra glad I put the port in the graveyard, because it would have been kind of brutal to draw it. With the, you know, we drew 2 lands anyway, so... Why would you want to lock down the Packmate and not Sculptor Winter? I think people sometimes get caught up in the fact they're like, well, this is a better card, and that's true. But once it's in play, this is a better card. Especially when it's a 3/3. So, you know, it's interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we attack with our Sculptor. If it dies here, it's not a catastrophe at all. There's a good chance of Iron Verdict or something, but I can just slam the Lindworm in my second main phase either way. So, that's what we're going to do here. Thank you for the follow, Finest Darjeeling. Yeah, that card can get gross. Let's hope they can't go too crazy with it here. I wish we had one, actually. That's another... Yeah, the uncommon Snow Pass we mostly just didn't get in this deck. Wonder what this is. I would love the top deck like Narfi, or even better, or Time Walk. That'd be great. Alright, well, I think we attack with our Lindworm. Trading for like a card is not bad. So we do have double black now, so that's going to be kind of frustrating. We're not going to name black now. We don't have any reason to. We only have 1 black card in our whole deck, so... What do you think that is? Do you think they're just chumping here? If they are, they would have chumped with that. They're not chumping, but they are 2-for-1ing themselves, which works for me, I think. So let's play this snow land out. And yeah, I guess we'll name blue. Do I have any way to get back the port? I don't think I do. Pretty sure I don't. But I guess I'll just name black just in case. And end our turn. We're still in all right shape. Our opponent seems to be drawing blanks mostly, and so far we have for a while too. But we have the better board position, so that could easily change though. Like they draw their Lindworm, for example. Man. Okay. Well, let's take our free attack. They have called it every time that we don't have a trick. I keep hoping to sneak in for some damage there, but hi, finest Durgeeling. Glad you made it to the stream. Morning, Reverend. Yeah, we would love a Ceaseless Boils right about now. That'd be great. Uh-oh. Okay, well, see, here's how things turn around for our opponent. They play Furia's Retribution. We do have a second Lindworm now. That helps. Doesn't solve the problem, but, you know, this Angel can't kill my Lindworm, so there's that. And this can't kill anything. So this can kill my Sculptor, which I'm sure is what's going to happen. We're also at 28. We're also at, yeah, 28. So this getting double strike next turn isn't even a problem. Wow, you decided to attack? Oh, it has Vigilance. So you can attack and then remove something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty gross. So, you know, in the end, that Eyeside Troll was, like, never a problem. Because they've only got... They did discard a Snowland, interestingly, a minute ago. I'm surprised to see. So, at this point in the game, it's probably more advantageous to go after your opponent because you know what they need. Oh, my God. Oh, that hurts. That hurts my soul. Okay. Alright, well, that's not bad here. Okay, so I think we just send in both of these now. Our Narfi is basically immortal with the amount of snow mana we have. So I think just being aggressive here is a good idea. These are both good attacks. So they can double block the worm, but yeah. I don't think you want to block like that. I'd be happy for you to. They're worried I have a trick. Is that the only reason they would triple block? Because I get to kill both of these. If they block with Elven Bow and Kinseekers, I can only kill one of them. I'm a little surprised by that. They do get double strike this turn, but it's not really going to be enough to affect us. You know, I have a free block even, you know? So it's just like, yeah, okay, I block one and bring back Narfi. Yeah, this is a draft from yesterday that we're finishing up. Oh, except they can do that. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I still have the Lindworm attack after all, but yeah, that hurts. That Troll's gonna be good. Alright, so... Narfi is a free attack, more or less. But I'm sure they just block it with the Elven Bow, so I don't really think it's worth sort of downgrading it to a tapped creature. So, thank you for the sub, Finest Darjeeling. So yeah, we'll attack with our Lindworm here. I'm sure they chump it. This Eyeside Troll's no joke. Gets a boost from Narfi, and we can use its ability, so... And we can use it twice? Yeah, we can use it twice. It's unfortunate they can pressure us in the air and vigilance and all that. It's never fun. But we can pressure them pretty effectively on the ground. We do have cards that can deal with this thing, too. We just don't have them yet. Like, Struggle for Skemfar would get it done. Oh, or that. That's a really, really good draw here. Okay. So that pretty much should end things. I think we just use it now. So we go run ashore. Owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So we're going to put Kin Seekers on top of their library and return that. They could have the trick. There is a trick they might have here, the hexproof one. But I say make them have it, yeah. Alright, so now we attack with everything. Yeah. Well, that was good. I mean, they got to bin our Alrund's Epiphany, but drawing that when we did was really good. I'm pretty sure you can have it come back as the equipment side, but I wouldn't quote me on that. That's not a situation I've ever dealt with, mostly playing limited non-toxic Avenger. Someone else in chat probably knows with more certainty than me, but I'm pretty sure. Those Lindworms are really what got us, what saved us in that game. Thank you for the follow, Rug One. No green mana, but we can find some with the help of our Thought Thieves, and we have our Epiphany, so I think we probably keep it. Nice. We do have black mana, so... And 2 zombies. You know, this has overperformed a little, I think. I only really played it because we were kind of short on playables and we had Narfi. But, like, they've been a little better than I expected overall. You know, it's kind of like Surveil 1. 3 mana, 3/2 with Surveil 1. Which isn't great, but it's not terrible either. Okay, so... I think we probably want to foretell Alrund's Epiphany while we can. This is a little bit of a problem. Our opponent may be able to run us over before we can do anything. But I think we run out the Epiphany here, because that can help us get back ahead from behind if we have to. So, I think that's our plan. I mean, good chance here is they attack and then make a token. Then we probably play our Thought Thief. If they have removal for that and keep bashing at us, we're not going to be in very good shape. But both the Lindworm and Alrund's Epiphany could help us in the long run. So we have to get there. And we didn't get any of our rampy snow elves. But yeah, so that... Oh, interesting. Well, this can still do it if they want to. I usually just do it while they're attacking when my opponent's tapped out, but... Okay, well that's also really not good news for us, because they already have 2 snowlands. So... Okay. Let's play our Thought Thief. We're going to target ourselves, which I think you want to do in the early going. Because you know what you want, your opponent doesn't. And you don't know what your opponent needs or wants. So... It doesn't feel like this is a great hand for the pick. I'm not going to be... able to attack, really. Like, we're just going to be on the defensive until we can get to the later part of the game. So I think we just put this in the graveyard. So we can at least block Fearless Liberator here, and I think that is what we want to do. We play this and name green next turn, obviously enough. Yeah, so we're going to block the Liberator. If they have Run Amok or something, it's not going to look good for us. Looks like they don't, though, so that's good. They didn't completely destroy us there. They just, you know, kind of did. Yeah, so we go Shimmerdrift Vale named Green. Play Draugr Thought Thief. Target ourselves again. What we really want is another green mana. This, though, on our Lindworm, could be a pretty real game. I think we probably put it back in our library. Although, trying to set up the 6 mana Alrund's Epiphany is not a bad plan, actually. Let's put it in our graveyard. If that's true, Finest Darjeeling, why is it that if you cast Tybalt's Trickery and, or not Tybalt's Trickery, but Cascade something, you can cheat into play the flip side of the black-red Tybalt in this set? So, I think I'm going to trade here. Yeah, we're going to trade again. This time with the token, so it's not really a trade, but I think that's how we win this game, is by staying alive. But yeah, that's why I have uncertainty about it, because those double-face modal cards, the rule seems to be, oh yeah, you cast it. That is the difference. The new cards do, in fact, have a front, actually, don't they? I mean, they do. Okay. Well, I'd say we made it to this point, which I think is a good sign. So, do I want to foretell this and play another Thought Thief? I think I probably do that. They might counter our Thought Thief, but no. Okay, so library, we leave it. So next turn we can cast our Epiphany, which might get us there. We're still at 14. We got a decent amount of resources and nice grindy late game cards. We don't have double green, so Lindworm is stuck for now, but other than that, yeah, we're just going to take this. What is this card? I really want them to tap out here. I'm going to be a little scared to play my Epiphany. Epiphany. I mean, that's close to tapping out. I might have to play around a little bit of counter magic here, because they could have, yeah, I think we have to play around it a little bit, which is rough. But I'll survive. So let's play our Packmate here. I'd rather it get countered than, like, Narfi. Although, if it gets countered, we can't do anything else but this turn, but I think that's reasonable. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, and I'm glad we didn't just try to run out our Epiphany there, because that would have been real bad. Real bad. Alright, so do we continue to trade? This will be a 4-3 if I ever play Narfi, but, like, I think we just keep trading. They seem like they have a legit late game deck, is the unfortunate thing. Like, early it looked like an aggro deck, but all this trading may not have been the best call in the end. Okay, well now we have double green, so that's good. So I think we go for it here. They could have Disdainful Stroke, but we're kind of out of time, I think. So I think we just go for it. Oh, thank God. It worked. And then we get to play our Lindworm. Yeah. Am I brave enough to attack and then play Lindworm? I think so. The Lindworm gaining us life makes me pretty brave. Yeah, we'll attack with both of them. All right. Let's stabilize. You know, like I said, this deck doesn't have the greatest snow payoffs, but just having like a couple Lindworms and the Alrund's Epiphany and some decent snow synergy, it's worked out pretty well overall. So they have a bunch of snow mana, enough to just kill my Ravenous Lindworm, so we just take it, obviously. Uh-oh. Nah, they don't have a double strike card. No, it's the only one is in white. Now, they could do a bunch of damage to us here, but it's not going to be lethal. Lethal it is not. We can block with Narfi forever after this coming turn. So that'll feel pretty good, I think. Well, not forever, but repeatedly. He keeps coming back. Once we have enough mana, we can like literally just get him back, block with him and get him back every time they attack us, which they kind of screwed up. Boreal Outrider, the way it works is very confusing, and I don't think that they did a great job designing it. Because, like, our opponent wanted this to be a 3-3, and it should be, but it's not, because reasons. So I probably actually want to play my Mentor and Harbinger here, rather than Narfi. Basically what you have to do is you have to tap mana that's the color of the creature that's also snow mana, which means I had to tap this snow-covered forest. That's the only way they could put a counter on their Sculptor. So, very confusing. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and attack. Do I want to attack with all three of these? I think we do. I think we go for it. And then we play Mentor Harbinger, which gives us plenty of bodies to not die on the backswing. Nice. Okay, so I'm a little worried about Disdainful Stroke, but even if they have it, I have the Harbinger who will keep us from dying, most likely, at least. I feel like if they had the Stroke, they would have countered our Worm, so probably not worth worrying about anyway. All right. So we're like 1 mana away from being able to cast Narfi and leave mana up to get him back, which is pretty good. Wouldn't hate drawing a land, I guess, for that reason. So I don't really think we can afford to keep taking this between its pump and everything, so we're just going to throw a elf token in front of it this time. Well, we did draw a land. It's unfortunately a tapped land, but we did draw it. Okay. Well, we still play Narfi this turn, even if we can't get him back, obviously. And I think that means we can rumble with... Man, do we want to send in the Mentor, too? That means I have to block something. If I do, I'm going to do it. So they have to block one of these. And they probably, I guess, would... Well, They kind of have to block the Lindworm because the birds kill them in the air next turn, so... You know. They could have spells. I mean, they have 2 cards in their hand. We just haven't seen them. But, like, if one of them's a bounce spell and they have to use it, like, on our Lindworm, that would be pretty funny. They must have a trick here to take down our Lindworm. Or removal. Because I don't know why else they would double block on the Lindworm. I don't know why they designed this so confusingly. Especially for a common. Oh, they undid the block. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Well, we're still in decent shape. I would have liked our worm to stay around. Okay. Do I want to play Ice Tunnel here, or is it better to just bluff? I think it's probably better to just bluff. It doesn't do us any real good to play it. If it came into play untapped, it would, obviously, but it does not. Okay. Well, I think we're now probably only interested in attacking with our flyers. And we hold up our Broken Wings and all our snow mana. So next turn... No, never mind. We can still only do the damage we can do. Ooh, well, this could give us lethal. That's a good draw. Put a counter on one of the birds and attack in the air with both of them. Nice. Okay. Well, I think it was worth doing. We still dropped them down to 2, and we have a pretty good attack next turn. Still. Should I just be attacking with Narfi? I don't think it would really make a difference. We would just basically be going back and forth. He would just block and make it indestructible. But this next turn, I obviously should attack with everything. Ooh, wonder what that is. Chances are good I can cast Disdainful Stroke on it. I'm not quite brave enough to attack with everything here. Am I? Am I brave enough? I mean, they have to have something to stop what we're doing. They have to stop our attack. Because lethal gets through. I guess I could leave the bird back and just attack with these 4. It's not the worst plan. Maybe I should just be conservative when I can be, huh? I think that's probably safer. I think we just attack with the bird. There's too much stuff they could have that wrecks us. And now we still present them with lethal next turn. We have Disdainful Stroke. There's no need for us to attack recklessly there. Alright, so... that doesn't stop us from winning, so I'm not sure I want to use my Disdainful Stroke on it. Although, the additional body's kind of a problem. And there is a chance that this is... yeah, I guess we'll use it. We should be able to force through damage. I mean, there's not a whole lot that keeps it from happening here, especially with Narfi around. Alright, so... Okay, then. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it might be Demon Bolt, which does let them survive. Alright, so they're top deck mode. How much snowman do they have untapped right now? Enough, unfortunately. Should have just attacked with everything there. I mean, they'd be dead if I did, but I didn't think the risk was worth it. Yeah, we're gonna foretell, struggle for Skemfar. End our turn. So we're gonna block it. I mean, they had enough snow mana there that they could kill not quite kill us, actually. Oh, no! Did our opponent just kill us? No. No, they didn't, but it got close. Go. They could have pumped it one more time, but that, I guess, still wouldn't have been enough. So, okay. Alright, we got there. That did get a little too close. They could have dropped us to 1 if they wanted to, but obviously they wouldn't have had a tapped creature. But all that early trading, I think, is what won us that game, pretty much. Because we would have been way too low on life to survive long enough to win, as long as it took us. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's not the greatest hand I've ever seen, but it's not the worst either. We have 2 snow lands and an Icehide Troll. I mean, that's a good place to be, I guess. I don't love having Disdainful Stroke in my opening hand, but, you know. So, would I rather foretell, struggle for Skemfar, or play my pick? I think probably foretell. Yeah. Uh-oh. The beatdowns are coming. Alright, so maybe play our troll here. It at least makes them use mana on a removal spell, or, you know, I can trade, which we probably want to do, but maybe not. I guess if they're just attacking with that, I'm just gonna take it. I mean, I have Struggle for Skemfar in my hand, which lets me... Yeah, in this case, it will let me kill Cardoor because I can do this nonsense. Oh, I kind of forgot about that part of the card. Alright, still worth it. It's still worth it, but... yeah. Maybe it's not. I kind of forget that he taps. It was probably still the right thing to do, but oh my god. Okay. Okay, well... I was going to say, short of drawing removal here, we're in trouble. mean, I guess I may as well attack here, honestly. They could have blocked and made it indestructible by sacrificing a creature, is what's funny, but they don't really need to do that at this point. Oh my god. Well, we're working on being dead here. So, we're going to block here. We take 6. Yeah, that'll be enough to kill us. So, good game. We lost that one in a hurry. Yeah, I mean, you know, the black-red deck's pretty good when you get 2 Cardors and Immersturm Prowler. You know what I mean? Okay. No green mana, huh? That Draugr Thought Thief does make me feel a little more confident about holding onto a hand like this, though. Yeah, so we're going to keep it. We already have 1 black mana for our port, which, you know, getting back like a Lindworm in the late game is pretty sweet. Well, we drew green mana anyway. We're just that good. Yeah, I mean, if we can go Thought Thief, Mentor, Narfi, Ravenous Worm, Lindworm, that would be pretty gross. And it's not out of the question that that happens. Seems pretty good. I'm probably not playing it for a couple of turns, but it does make sure we get double green for our worm, and double black, actually, for our port. I think we probably leave it on top. We play our Mentor next turn, most likely. Unless they play something we feel like we really need to kill with our struggle. That is not a creature that it's easy to kill with struggle, unfortunately. Thanks to Death Touch. So, I mean, I could consider playing the Sculptor here. If I draw a land, I can play the Lindworm. If I don't draw a land, I can play Narfi. And I can also foretell the struggle. So yeah, I think we play Sculptor and foretell struggle here. I think that's our best move. Okay. So, I actually think we probably just want to kill Mistwalker here and keep rumbling. But I can actually play Narfi and Mistwalker, right? So, I think what we do here is... Yeah, we struggle for Skemfar. Kill Mistwalker. And then... It's interesting, it's not showing me that I can cast this, but I definitely can. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. That was a pretty good turn. Okay. Well, I think we attack with our Thought Thief. If they want to trade, we're cool with it. This Sculptor is going to be... I mean, it already has been really good, but it's about to get even better, because it's going to let us cast our Epiphany next turn. 1, 2, 3. Tap. Untap. Play Mentor. So if this survives, we can play Epiphany on our turn. If it doesn't, we would need to draw a land. Okay, looks like it will. That is aggressive. And little do they know we have Alrund's Epiphany, but still. Okay. So we drew a land anyway. Kind of thinking I'm just going to swing with everything. Epiphany, Lindworm. The only thing is, if I lose this, I don't have access anymore to our port. So maybe I leave it behind for this attack. Yeah. Alright, so we can drop them to 11 off of that. Then we Epiphany. Ooh. Probably still want to play Lindworm more than we want to do these other things we can do. Attack with all of those. Alright, so I think we have a really good chance of winning next turn. That was pretty gross. When you can take your extra turn, I mean, that's been something that's propelled us to several of our wins. Like, Epiphany, 1 turn, Lindworm on the extra turn. Like, it's pretty gross. Okay. That makes things a little harder. Not a lot harder, though. Because they're at such low life. I think we still win. Especially because they're giving us their life linker. Yeah, so we'll win with Rune of Flight here. I kept the Sculptor around because of our Port of Carfell. That's the main reason. I just wanted to have that in my back pocket if things went bad. So. I needed the double black. I mean, I was maybe being a little conservative, but I feel we were in a good enough position that I think I could afford to be. So this will be our last game with this deck either way, whether we win or lose. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this deck overperformed or I just underestimated it. I mean, I think we've been pretty lucky. We've drawn our Alrund's Epiphany like, I don't know, feels like every game. So if you do that, you're going to do pretty well. But I do think like the Lindworms and the Narfi and the Snow Ramp that we have has all been pretty good. So yeah. Ugh. Probably have to mulligan this one, even with the Thought Thief in our hand, because if we don't hit a third land, things are going to go bad. Real bad. So. Okay, this is, I think... Oh, is it better? I don't know that it is. It's pretty bad. Makes me wish I'd kept that first one. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. I think I talked myself into thinking it's not that great, too. It's not terrible, but yeah. We had a deck yesterday that was definitely better that went 0-3. You know, that's magic. Oh, we're going to mulligan again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No blue mana. So it's not actually that good either, but I think we do keep this one. I don't think we can go any lower. I think we probably throw... I mean, the thing about the Lindworm is we do have the right colors of mana. But, yeah. Yeah, the worms are good. I mean, they're, you know, Honey Mammoth turned out to overperform, and I think this has done it on an even greater level than Honey Mammoth did. They're basically the same card, but... Alright, so... Yeah, I think we put Lindworm back, and... God, it might be the Epiphany. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, these are two cards that have been great for us all day, but we need to draw other things that we can actually do. Like, we can do these early, but it is going to be hard. I mean, I think this deck needs to not be... We also haven't mulliganed much. That's been a big factor. This kind of deck that wants to win late needs to have more cards, generally. But, yeah. They mulliganed too, just not as hard as we did. Man. If we draw an island, we can at least, play our Rune of Flight on one of our lands. I mean, if we draw an island, we play our Thought Thief, so it's probably not going to happen, but... In retrospect, that first hand was the best one we had, but it could have easily been a train wreck too, so... I think we made the right percentage choice, it just didn't pan out. Okay, we can play that. That's a small victory, you know? Ooh. Look at us go. Okay, we got a chance now. I mean, there's a chance they play something we can target with it, but it's not a great chance. So, I think we just put it in our graveyard. I mean, maybe it's good enough, a good enough chance, given that they have what they have. That's a good way of putting it, Itharia. So, in a red-white deck, maybe I should have just taken Broken Wings there. So if they attack with this, I think I block it with my Thought Thief, because its boast ability won't save it. Though we're not really in a great position to trade, all things considered. Okay, they decided not to attack, which I think is good news for us. It's probably a Demon Bolt. The only good news is, if it is a Demon Bolt, they can't use it now, but... Yeah, I think I'd probably attack here with the Thought Thief. And then play the other one. If they take it, it makes me think these could also be Warhorn Blasts, incidentally. Because they have a decent trade to make, but if they're trying to go wide, they won't make it. So, you know, mulliganing wasn't great, but getting two Thought Thieves does make it hurt a little bit less. I mean, we're going to need... a land at some point, but I think we probably still put this one in the graveyard. well, maybe they're just going to double spell, which isn't nearly as scary. Well, they might double spell with a Demon Bolt. Yeah. The only good news is they don't have white mana for this boast ability. And that is good news, because if they had it, this would be a pretty much free attack here. Of course, I could have a trick foretold, and they don't, you know, who knows. Alright, so they've got one card in their hand. They've got 3 red mana. Do I try to cast Rune of Flight here? Probably not. I don't think we need to put ourselves in that kind of danger at this point, when I can just play out this Harbinger. Yeah, I'm just going to play out the Harbinger and end my turn. This has been pretty conservative for a red-white deck so far in terms of how this deck normally is like an aggro one. Oh, yeah, that's less than ideal. Because he's going to be big one day. So they could still have Frostbite, and, you know, playing Sculptor of Winter here and leaving up Depart the Realm is perfectly fine. So that's what we'll do. The rune's not doing a whole lot for us right now when we cast it anyway, so we may as well wait till it's a little safer. This is not a great card to have when you mulligan either, by the way, because it's just tempo. You actually go down a card by using it, so mulliganing to 5, you know, doesn't feel so good. The tempo will be pretty good here if they, like, attack with their Braggart, because I can just bounce it when they go to pump it. So, I mean, I guess I could consider, yeah, okay. All right, so play that. And yeah, we do have hidden blue mana. It's true. That's true. I'm kind of thinking, nah, they have 2 cards now. It's just not worth... Like, the Rune of Flight will draw us a card, and that's the main thing I'm after here. But we're not in so much trouble that I think it's worth risking. So far, throwing away our Broken Wings hasn't been bad, but that could easily change. So they can attack and boast both of these, which is pretty gross, but it wouldn't be the end of the world either. That may be their plan here. Interesting. So... okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense, I think. So I think we block Battershield Warrior here. If they use a trick on it, we bounce it. We just let this hit us this turn. No, we might Depart the Realm, actually. Okay. So Warhorn Blast is a real possibility. If that's what they have, we're kind of in trouble no matter what. So here's how I'm going to block, though. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. So if they have Warhorn Blast here... I mean, is it better for us to just play around Warhorn Blast? Yeah, I mean, I think even if they have the Blast, we're not completely wrecked here, so... right. Okay, so they do not have Warhorn Blast, which is good news. That means we kill both of these. And then I think we also go ahead and bounce the Braggart here. I think that works out kind of okay for us. You know. So... probably just play my Elderleaf Mentor here. I could play Mentor and Rune of Flight, I guess, on the Mentor. We still have the same problem of our opponent having mana, and yeah. So maybe let's just attack. Oh, how the tables have turned, and play Elderleaf Mentor here. Now, they have way more cards than we do, so... we're not out of it yet. This is the first draft Fleur. We We're finishing one up from yesterday, actually. So that was a God's Hall Guardian, huh? That's what that was this whole time. All right, so we're gonna go for it with our rune here. I think, yeah, we're gonna go for it. Stick it on our Elderleaf Mentor. Looks like it worked. You draw another island, which is not really what I wanted, but you know. Yeah. Okay, Alrun's Epiphany. I know I put you on the bottom, but like, find a way to show up. That is kind of a problem. Like, putting those on the bottom may have been a mistake because, like, how does our deck win if we don't get a hold of our Epiphany or a Lindworm? We do have 2 Lindworms, but still. And I don't think we have any way to shuffle our deck, so, you know. I definitely should have put Epiphany here, because now casting Epiphany will just literally lose me the game. So I think we made a mistake there. But we had such a bad opening hand that if we hadn't done what we did, we might just be dead. So I guess maybe it was okay, but... Alright, so... Pack Mate. Ooh. Hello there. Doesn't quite let me do the things that I want to do right here. I mean, I can 2-for-1 myself to kill Hagi Maw, but that doesn't seem worth it. I can kill the Oracle. I'd rather just kill the Braggart, I think, so I think we hold on to it. Well, we can foretell it, actually. Might as well. Thank you for the raid, David's LV. I guess we still have Narfi, who could really help us win. Okay, well, that might be what we want to kill. No, probably not. I'd probably still kill the Braggart if that's what they play here. So the mob can just kill this token, which is rough. Yeah. Yeah, that's a mean attack. I mean, it's, you know, it's the attack I expected, but it is a hard one for us to contend with. I guess I'm going to triple block the Guardian. Yeah, I guess that's our best block here. We know one of the cards in their hand isn't a trick, so let's hope the other one's not either. And then we take the 5 here. And they probably kill our elf token, I mean, I would guess. They actually left the token in play, so maybe I should have just blocked with it. I probably should have blocked with it. Definitely, actually. I didn't really expect them to let me have it in play still, so I didn't really think that through as much as I should have. So the bad news now is our struggle can't help us kill this just outright. And that is bad news. We're going to need something. Okay. Let's play this Thought Thief. I think we want to use it on ourselves. So, Graveyard. I think we probably... just have to kill that mob. And we have to 2-for-1 ourselves to do it, unfortunately, but... Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I should have blocked with the token for sure. That was not the right plan. So I guess we're gonna attack here, actually. The reason I didn't is just because I assumed it was going to be dead, but that was clearly a mistake. We'd have 5 more life. That would have been nice, right? Okay. So... good chance they have a trick here, but if they do and I just take this, I'm dead. So we might as well just block. I might still be dead if it's run amok, so... Okay, we need our other Lindworm to show up. We know when's on the bottom. We also know our Epiphany's on the bottom. That is not a worm, and that means that we are dead. That's okay. I think this deck probably overperformed. So I'll take a 6-3. We couldn't mill because we didn't have double black, unfortunately. So we had to just wait, you know, not be able to use that thing.